Good morning, guys. I got a kind of like a mixed tier type thing. I kind of want to use my theme team, and I was like, you know what? I only have 2 OU things on this, and the rest I think is RU. Looking at it with the exception of Jan Mega, who's put into this weird ass tier called BL2. Anyway, point is that it's not really a standard team by any means whatsoever. So I was like, if anyone wants to bring like 2 OUs and then just, you know, go with the rest. And a guy by the name of Deidara21 on my live stream was like, I'm down with that. So he brought Hydreigon, Kajando, a couple lower tier friends, led for a pretty good game. So we'll go ahead and get right into it. He's going to go ahead and lead off with a Victini. Now, seeing this Victini in the lead spot, probably based on my Jan Mega, I'm assuming it's Scarfed. And Scarf Victinis like to run final games to take out leads because I think it goes through Sash. They can't do any of that. But because he's Scarf and I have Detect just over Protect just because I like the way it looks, and, you know, I'm running under the impression that if you have to use Protect more than 8 times, then you're not really using your Jan Mega right in the first place. But his switch out confirms that, you know, he is choice Scarfed, or, you know, choice in some way at least. Whatever the case, you know, it gives me a free sub against a Slowbro. Now, something I don't really see too often is an offensive Slowbro, which is like, I kind of expected to be faster than you, but maybe my Dustmar really is just that slow. I don't know. I thought Slowbro was slower, you know, but he's actually running an offensive one, as is noted by the Life Orb as opposed to the lefties. And he's got Regenerator and he's got Slack Off. So the fact that he's taking life over recoil isn't really that big of a deal to him. But I get a curse off from behind the sub because this is a sub curse pain split set. I'm like, you know what? If I can live this, I'll get off a pain split, get some health back, and that should be nice. But he does get the burn, which does reduce my survivability a little bit. But I am going to get a decent amount of health back because Slowbro has a hell of a lot more base HP than I do. Looking at it, the curse damage would actually probably bring him down pretty low. But the thing is that I don't really want to keep my Dustmar in here. I'd rather pain split something fresh. And I don't really want to sack this thing because I'm thinking I probably will die to burn damage and stuff like that. So I'll keep it, you know, just in case I need to use it as switch fodder or anything like that. But he actually goes for the slack off on the switch. Would have been nice if I would have gone for the pain split there. But the thing is right there we were just kind of stuck in a rut and we couldn't really do anything against each other other than him recovering. But the thing is I don't really mind him recovering because Kurt takes off, you know, a quarter of his percent every turn. He recovered half, so he'll have to keep doing that, and then he won't really be in a good spot. But he switches out right now, so Regenerate actually buffers him up a little bit more, and the curse is gone. But the thing is he goes into Hydreigon on my Shadow Ball. A little bit of an obvious play. I don't really care too much since I do have Dust Noir still, and I can use it as switch fodder in case he wants to go for a Dark Pulse or a Draco Meteor. I'm low enough to the point where he should be able to kill me off, or if not, burn damage will take me out. But he goes for the sub, and I'm like, okay, sub Hydreigon, I get you, you know, that's cool. Rick did a moveset video on it, so that's nothing really too strange. But now I see Charge Beam, I'm like, I don't even fucking know Hydreigon got Charge Beam. If it doesn't, you know, that is not cool. It's not really too threatening to me at this point. I just want to break the sub, and then I'll just be good to go, because I know he's probably going to end up subbing and stuff, you know, just waiting for me. But the thing is since he has less than 400 HP, you know, a quarter of that would be 100. That's how much damage Nightshade is set to do. I am good to go in terms of breaking his subs, and it will not put him in the situation where he'll have a sub at the end of the turn. He'll have to kill me off. He recognizes that. He might as well just go for Charge Beam and try to get a spec attack raise off of it as well. But since I have gotten a little bit of prior damage off on him thanks to the, I think the subs that he's generated, I can come in with Jan Mega at this point, and, you know, Bug Buzz will be a sure kill, or I could have come in with Espeon, gone for the hidden power fighting. But right here, he predicts my Detect, which is like, oh, I completely forgot that I'm slower than Hydreigon. I thought he was running a bulkier set for some reason because of sub. So what turned into a misplay actually kind of turned into a little bit of a prediction for some reason. I was like, I'm going to be faster. I don't have to worry about this shit. But now that he sees that I'm faster than him now, he's going to go into his Sableye. And Sableye, let me tell you something. Sableye this generation with Prankster is just such a little shit. It got so good, and that's why I'm so annoyed by it. But I go for the Bug Buzz. Does probably around 70% of, you know, just looking at it. But he's going to go for the Confuse Ray, try to get me to hit myself in confusion so he can squeak off a recover, basically. But I still have a Sash. I'm like, alright, if I can do this, then I should be good for a sweep. But I break my own Sash, and I'm like, this is really stupid. I hate Sableye so much. I think he goes for the Will-O-Wisp here, which is not really beneficial in terms of how much damage I'm going to do to myself from the confusion. Plus, I think I only get the one-turn confusion anyway. So I snap out, going to go for the Bug Buzz, end up killing him off. So Sableye is disposed of fairly early at the expense of my Sash, which, you know, probably should have been ruined in the first couple of turns or by rocks or anything like that. So if it's going to be broken, might as well be broken now, dealing with Sableye. So not really too big a deal. Anyways, Victini's going to come in. I'm faster than it, so I might as well go for an air slash. I know he's probably going to end up going for the final gambit or the V-create or something like that anyway. V-create makes more sense, you know, just because, you know, you don't have to sack it at this point. I really don't know why I'm spacing out. It's early, I suppose. But he's going to hit me with a V-create. I might as well try to get some flinch hacks on him. If I don't, whatever. I still got stuff that can handle it. Plus, knowing that he's scarfed, he'll be at a neutral range, or a neutral speed. No, and I know that my Espeon cannot speed at this point, so I might as well just go for the Shadow Ball. I think he recognizes that I'm going to go for the Shadow Ball, and he just goes in the slow row to sack it. Or I don't really understand what happens here, but I almost take it out, which is a little disappointing because I'm running a timid one with lefties as opposed to Life Orb. I don't really understand why I'm running lefties, but Life Orb and Morning Sun would go together decently since I'm 3 attacks at Morning Sun. But he's going to go for the U-turn at this point because he's Scarfed and not Banded. I should be able to take this reasonably well. Live it with 96. Now, I think he's going to go to Hydreigon at this point, but because I know he's not Scarfed, I've seen lefties and stuff, I can take him out from that range with a little bit of prior Shadow Ball damage and a Hidden Power Fighting, so not really too big of a concern for me right now. He does still have Suicune left, which I won't be able to OHKO at all, but in order to bring that in, he's going to have to let something die, so I figured that's the reason he just leaves Hydreigon in at this point. He values his Scarf Victini very much, and for good reason, because, you know, it'll outspeed a pretty decent portion of my team, I think, barring my Typhlosion. But I think my Typhlosion is modest, so if he's running a Jolly Scarf Victini, then he will outspeed. But he goes into it now. I'm like, you know what, I can save this thing for later. I might need it. So I go into Typhlosion to take the predicted V-create slash U-turn slash whatever. He goes for U-turn, you know, just keep his momentum up. That's fine. I'll take it okay. And my Eruption won't be completely ruined. It'll still be at a pretty high base power. But I don't really want to lock myself in on it, especially because he still has his Suicune. So I don't know really what I'm going to do about it. I do have a Breloom, but if he goes for the Scald or predicts that, I don't really, you know, want to be in that situation. So I decide to go out into Electivire instead, just to keep Breloom fresh. Electivire is just kind of a, you know, if I can hit something and do some damage, then great. This is still a 4th gen set, which is why I still have Thunder Punch over Wild Charge. Rick was talking to me about it in the Skype. I was like, if you had Wild Charge, you would have been able to kill from here. I'm like, yeah, probably. You're probably right. So he goes for the Scald. Thankfully does not get a burn, but with Wild Charge Recoil and stuff like that, it would be leaving me at, you know, not really so much of a beneficial situation. But he's going to go into Victini right now. I really wish I would have predicted this and gone for the Earthquake, but the thing is I didn't really want a Suicune hitting me with the Scald at that point and me not getting a sure kill. Wild Charge probably would have killed, but he goes for the V-create right now. Still not really too worried by it because I still do have Espeon and he will be at a neutral speed once again. I have, I think I have my Espeon, my Typhlosion, and my Breloom, if I'm not mistaken, and he has his Victini and his Suicune. I think the best thing for him at this point is to just leave Victini right now. So I go for the Psychic, knowing it should kill at that range. If he wants to switch out to Suicune to take a neutral Shadow Ball, he can, but I kind of got this on lockdown from here. So, gonna get a little bit of lefties, no big deal. Anyway, he goes into, what is this, Kajando? Still not really that scared by it. I know I can take I should be able to take a Fake Out from that range. I mean, I know Espeon's fragile, but I'm at like half health. I don't remember Fake Out being that potent. So, turns out I'm still faster than it. Just going to take it out with a Psychic, get some more passive recovery. And I think he's got his Suicune left, which I don't think I'm able to kill at this range. I think he can actually squeak off a couple of Calm Minds. I don't really remember how it goes, but if you're looking at the video counter at the bottom, then we're getting near the end of the game anyway. So, he goes for a Calm Mind. Probably expecting to take that a little bit better, but the thing is he doesn't. He's at the red. I should be able to kill him off with the Psychic from here. And looking at my Vegas playback, that's probably going to be the game on this next turn. So, if you guys enjoyed it, you're welcome to leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe, do your thing. That'll do it out of me. I had a question for you guys. I found a code that disables battle music. Now, what that does is it lets me have the original sound effects from the battle. So I can plug in regular tempo battle music and just have sound effects here and there. So my question is do you like prefer this, or you know, do you want to have like a trial run where I put sound effects on like Thursday's game or something like that? I mean, just let me know. I have it for a different side project that I want to be working on. But if you want this to be like a thing for battle videos where you hear like the Pokemon cries and the sound effects and stuff like that, you know, just let me know in the comments. I'd gladly do it if you guys really wanted to hear it. I'll try it at least once. So anyway, that'll do it out of me, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.